Alright, what's up people? It's Straight Product, your boy back in the building or the game or the virtual space, whatever you want to call it. And this is another item shop review. This item shop review currently is for October 12th, 2020. Let me just double check that date, trying to stay on top of everything. Yes, October 12th. This is last night's item shop. I'm just reviewing it the next day. You may have noticed, a small gap in between the last item shop review and this current item shop review. Honestly, I just took a break over the weekend and toward the later half of the previous week. I was just starting to feel burnt out and overwhelmed. I was letting I got kind of behind with videos, and I was letting them stack up and having to edit them. It was just taking hours, whole days at a time. Trying to pump out 4 of these videos with all the edits sometimes can just take a little bit. So I figured, you know what, my subscriber count is pretty low right now. No one's really watching like that. So I figured I'll just, probably won't be a big deal. Even if your subscriber count on your views is way up there, I don't think a break is that big of a deal. Just get back on track, in the next coming days, or within a specified amount of time. I think it'll be straight. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get on into the item shop review for today for SpellBreak. Pretty dope item shop review. Seems like they're doing something with that purple theme, I guess. I mean, purple, is a pretty hot color. It's a hot color in Fortnite for sure. So I mean, I can see that big military. I mean, purple is just a dope color. So I mean, anytime you want to pick darkness but make kind of cool, you throw purple in the mix. A lot of times, throw purple in the mix is gonna be dope. But yeah, so we can go ahead and get to the new skin. The first skin we have right here is your boy Viper, which this skin is fire. I love this skin. Previous reviews, you definitely would see that I purchased your boy Torch Knight. I compared him to other guys similar to Torch Knight. With these, they have these capes on and these hooded cape type things. Pretty basic type dudes, but I think Torch Knight's pretty fresh. I like his face paint. Yeah, I really like Torch Knight. He was on my list before the game really started popping with the item shop. And so I just made, when he came out, I had personally, I felt like I had to grab him. Viper is dope though. He's personally, I feel like, I don't know if I feel like he's a little bit dope. My boy specifically preferred this skin. He has a skin similar to Torch Knight. He preferred this skin because he has the full sleeves for some reason. I don't know, that appeals to him. Full sleeveness. I don't know. I think Viper is fresh. I'm really inclined to say he's potentially fresher than boy Torch Knight, to be honest. I keep going back and forth just to compare the two. What really stands out to me about Viper, aside from his you got the purple. I love that. The purple is dope. Purple, like I already said, is dope color. But also, I love how it complements his red, his red face paint. I think that's pretty dope. A lot of time for me, you combine purple and red. If you do it the right way, I think it's gonna be fire. Then we just have the gray accents going all around his cape, his hood, all that. I think that's fire. I love how his center, torso piece is like that. It looks like that quilted material, and it's like that dark gray. I think that that looks fresh with the darker gray or charcoal trim going around it. Yeah, I think he's a fresh skin. Also on top of it all, 800 gold. That's clutch. That's perfect. That is such an appropriately priced skin. I mean, it's not wildly, if they made this a 1200 skin, that'd be a little bit much. He's still pretty fresh. They could probably push it to a 1200 skin if they was really trying to exploit the audience. But him being an 800 skin, man, he's dope. I don't know if I can say that, because there's been a few skins come out that I want to buy. I was gonna say I wish I had saved my gold for when he came out, as opposed to buying Torch Knight or some of the other skins that I purchased. But at the same time, I like the skins I purchased. I think Torch Knight is dope. I think Tundra's dope. Those are 2 of my favorite skins still in the game, regardless of all the other skins that came out thus far. But I think he's pretty fresh. I'll probably wait until my gold replenishes. By me playing in the game. I got 450 right now. I think last time I did the video I had 400. That's neither here or there. But yeah, I think I'll let my gold replenish a little bit. Maybe if they put out a starter pack, a $5 type thing, maybe a $10 type thing, you get a couple of skins with that, something like that, and you get some gold with it, and then I would definitely make the purchase. He's 100% on my list, which I think I need to make. I need to start making a list in this game. Keep watching. And then we have the reintroduction of Time Folder, Time Weaver, and Sorcelled Hourglass. I do not remember. I do not know if I read that name in the original video where I reviewed them. But yeah, these skins are fire. I don't know. Matter of fact, I think I did do a video when they came out. I can't remember, but if this is my first time reviewing, I'll just go through both of them. So I think Timefold, honestly, it's the concept that first and foremost kills me when it comes to these skins. I love a lot of things that have to do with, like, Back to the Future and time travel and all that, and Chronos and blah blah blah, all that. Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, like, all that, it's all fresh, you know what I mean? Like, I've always really liked the concept of being able to go back in time. I think, probably realistically, without me diving deep, it's not like I was a young kid thinking like, oh, that's why I like time, but I think it's really the concept that appeals so much is the idea you can go back, maybe change some things, maybe make different decisions after you already have the experience of living through it. Granted, we don't really understand fully the ramifications. Time travel is such a muddy thing, that it's better like a concept of fantasy than I think it would actually play out in real life. If somebody figure out, cool, something that'd be amazing and great, but I'm not really, don't be looking at your boy to be figuring out time travel. I don't think it's gonna happen. So honestly, that might be a little bit of a sweet spot for me. Like, them putting out skins that appeal to me in terms of theme. That could be why I think these skins are pretty cool. I don't really have any plans to purchase Timefold. I don't like him as much. He does give me the like Condor vibe a little bit, like that other bird skin. But I mean, honestly, the way they did his colors are pretty fresh. He's got that ivory armor with even leading into his cape. I like how his cape and his armor is seemingly connected. I think that's pretty fresh. I don't know if it's flowy. I don't know if it's like a flowy cape or if it is like an armor cape. We got a lot of jewels on the cape. His color scheme, once again, I do like the color schemes a lot in this game. I think they're seemingly original, honestly, because I don't know why. Like, he has this maroon and this lighter gray type color where it's it's patterned going down, and we see the pattern. I guess that that's supposed to be the outline of the hourglass multiple times in the center. That's fire. How we have the hourglass on both of the sides, like where his thighs are on the sides. And then we have the hourglass in the center. Like, that's fresh. That's something I noticed, honestly. And now I'm even noticing more because then we have, the jewels, which also appear to be like hourglasses. Like, that's dope. I think there's been a lot of detail put into this skin, a lot of love. I think it's cool. I don't personally want to purchase it for $1,500. I think maybe $1,200, maybe a little more appropriate, honestly, for this skin and the female counterpart. But I still think they're pretty dope. Turn back the hands of time. Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's simple. We got Time Weaver. Time Weaver is definitely going on my list. Halt and Bend times Arrow. That's a fresh. See, that's a good one. That is a original. Like, I haven't heard that personally. Halt and Bend times Arrow, like that. I think that's a great way. It's great imagery. And it's like I said, it's just something I haven't heard before. Once again, 1,500 gold. I'm gonna address that first and foremost. I do think this skin should be maybe like 1,200. I think that'd be a little more appropriate, for the skin. But I think this skin is fire. I think it's more fire than the dude version, because once again we have the same original looking like colorway with going all throughout our outfit. We have the hourglass, which I would say I think his hourglasses on the side of his thighs are better. It's kind of weird to me that hers are kind of chunky. It doesn't really, but she does still have the hourglass in the center. Not so much the hourglass in the gauntlets, which, yeah, he definitely had the hourglass incorporated a lot more throughout his outfit. So I think in terms of fitting the theme, his outfit was a bit better. But I like how she, her, portions of her skin are shown. I like the sides. I mean, I guess it's the concept maybe that sex sells. I don't know if that's what's really appealing to me. I mean, she's a female skin. I think I like female skins. I think I like them more. I think there has been some dope dude skins come out that I have been, feeling. I think it's cool. I think her blonde ponytail is interesting. It's different, I guess. But I like how, her eyes glow up purple. I think she's just fresh. I mean, I'm all about the, melanin, black girl magic, all that. So that's a soft spot for me. Not saying I'm just turning a blind eye to any, I guess, white wonders. I don't know. But yeah, like, I'm all about the black girl magic. So when I see them in the game, I'm definitely with it. So this game is all about the black girl magic. You know what I mean? So yeah. But 1,500, a little bit expensive, a little bit expensive, I would say. 1,200, I think, would be definitely more of an appropriate price. They probably, if I'm being real, wanted to go with the theme for being epic. Also, these skins did come out the same day that rune, the new rune that came out, where it rewinds time and all that, where you can use the rune to rewind time. It's kind of like Tracer's ability, if you're familiar with Overwatch. But yeah, I think this is a dope skin, definitely going on my list. And Viper, once again, another skin on my list. Then we have Ensorcelled Hourglass, which my boy, he did say that he thought this was pretty fresh the other day when we talked about it. It's okay, and this to me kind of looks like a JoJo's thing. The way it's moving, like, yeah, the way it's moving the pace of its movement looks so JoJo's-esque in my opinion. But also I think the coloring and even I could say somewhat of the design does remind me of like a JoJo's thing. Like this would be a manifestation of a stand, some portion of a stand's power or ability, something like that. The description says fate and skill intertwine when you have control of time. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. I don't mind that. That's pretty decent. It's a light rhyme, a little light rhyme for you. Not mad at that at all. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one. I feel like they put a lot of love into this whole like time set that they put out, which it makes sense. Like I said, it does signify, a new rune drop and a change or update to the game. So I'm not mad at them for it. One thing that me and my boys were talking about, which is I would have been thinking this even if I hadn't talked to them, but it's nice to hear that they was on board too. It is a little early to be dropping something like 800 gold, which we talked about in previous videos. 800 gold, something like artifact. There's so many dope skins that are on my, have come out, and honestly, I'm sure there's doper that's gonna come out. So, and honestly, I talked to this dude in the comments over the weekend, which I really do appreciate that comment, bro. I like, you put a lot of love into that comment. I appreciate the view. I appreciate the comment just because it's like, it's like. I'm making this video and then it's like we're having a little conversation, like you're responding. So, I appreciate the love regardless, but he was basically saying the same thing. He wants to see love and, he wants to see the game updated and taken care of and supported before he starts dumping money into the game. Like we talked about before, it's a slippery slope. And I learned that through Fortnite. So, I'm definitely going to take that lesson going forward. I love Fortnite, but, the competitive scene is kind of crazy. And I just don't want to end up dropping like absorbent amount of money into a game that's free to play. Once again, especially if it's not, if it's an amazing game, then alright, cool. And then we come to the Cloudburst, which this one has trouble loading sometimes. I think I gotta go back and start it over. Yep. Alright, so yeah, this one is fresh. I want to say I talked about this in a previous video. In a previous video, I cannot specifically remember. Yeah, this is like honestly the freshest Cloudburst that has dropped. Once again, 600 gold, a little bit expensive. Don't really want to be spending the money so willy-nilly right now. Probably gonna be fresher stuff to come out in the future. These things are probably, this is already the second or third time these things have been in the shop. So I'm sure they'll make a reappearance, shortly. Field time, stand still as you fall. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, this is honestly, I think, the best Cloudburst that has come out. My boys also agreed with that. We were, talking last night. Just because we got that orb already, surrounding your character, and then there's like a cyclone spinning, and then you got this like key blast that's shooting out. Yeah, it's just dope. The colors are fresh. It goes with the whole time set that we just, we're looking at aside from Viper. But yeah, this is it's just a dope Cloudburst. I want to say it's probably the best one thus far. We have definitely talked about your boy Canyon in the past. He is pretty cool. 1200, a little expensive. He could be 800 if we're being real. Because we throw it back to a character like Viper. Like the only thing we can say is like what Canyon has, or a range of color palettes, more of a range of color palettes than that were used on Viper. So I don't think that justifies 400 more gold. I think he should be 800 to be honest, for being real. But he's pretty dope to be honest. Yeah, like I said in the past, he definitely reminds me of a Planeteer, that, the red Planeteer basically from Caterpillar. So we don't really need to talk much about him other than that little update of he's a little bit expensive. Then we have the Emerald Plunge, Frost billows behind you as you fall. It's okay. It's okay. It's just not that much, Like it's only 400, but once again, I could save that, stack it, put it toward another skin, a doper aesthetic, or cosmetic. It's alright. It's kind of cool, I guess, how the frost is billowing and falling back, but it's really you're only gonna see this once again in the beginning of the game when you're originally dropping anyways. So then it's like, on top of it all, it's not that noticeable. I don't feel like it's that noticeable. And plus, this is not a game like Fortnite where you see other characters typically falling and you see their Cloudburst. They haven't figured that out in this game yet. And with time, they could come up with something that, allows you to utilize that stuff a little more, makes you want to actually buy something like that. But that's a little too simple for me right now. I don't see any reason in purchasing it. We have the point, direct your squad's attention. That's interesting. It's just a little 200 emote. Well, what can I really say about this? If you want it, if there's some reason why you want to purchase it, 200, it's not bad, but you can once again still stack that. not really anything that's like a must-have for me. I don't feel that way. Deep in Thought. Wonder what this could be. I mean, Deep in Thought, honestly, it's a little too his movement's a little too effeminate for me, for my taste. Maybe it's seen the dude do it. I mean, if I had like a female character set right now, I probably maybe wouldn't even think about it. Maybe I would think about it because I'd be thinking like, well, I'm not gonna use that for my dude's skins or outfits. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't really care, but for me, I don't know. It's a little too cutesy for me. I mean, 200. Once again, you want to buy that if that's some serious reason why, or some reason why you feel compelled to purchase it. Do your thing, but I'm good with that personally. And last but not least, we have Blazing Draft. Blazing hot flames consume you as you fall. This one's okay, but it just once again it just looks like blue flames shooting out of your character's back or cape. It's alright. It's cloudburst. Once you're only gonna see it, like I said, one time in the game. It's 200 though. That's pretty. I think this, honestly, I'd purchase this one over the Frost one. The Frost one, all we have is the billows of frost going around the cloudburst as you descend. Well, this is just shooting, like I said, shooting blue flames. So I would take this one over the other one. At the end of the day, 200. I'm not really looking to spend the 200 right now. But yeah, other than that, I mean, that has been the item shop review for October 12th, 2020. This is your boy Straight Product. I appreciate if you are checking out on the Twitch. If you are checking this out on the YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. Anything, just you giving me your time is appreciated. Like I said, I took a little break before. It was just a little burnt out, but we're gonna, get back to the regular schedule. Keep trying to pump these out every day. I wanted to get back more to putting them on the YouTube channel also every day. And me being so behind before was also part of the reason why I thought I should just, take a fresh start, refresh. And so yeah, I'm gonna upload these today. Try to do the other ones tonight and see if I can upload the SpellBreak once the YouTube release tonight. Edit it and do that tonight. But yeah, other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Like I said, thanks for checking me out. And all right, I'm Straight Product. Peace. I'm out.